like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
And hello viewers, welcome to the finale of the MSR League V10. V10 I messed that up, didn't I? But yeah, welcome to the MSR League Formula V10s. I've messed up again. Anyway, today we're at Kansai, a very squiggly circuit, to say the least. I've got to get into him. I think I'll maybe take a drink. But yeah, here at qualifying, 15 minutes have begun on the clock. So yeah, Kansai it's got a lot of S sections and a lot of fast corners. So whether people are going to be running less downforce, I'd be expecting them to be running more downforce than most tracks. I mean, last track we were running Monza. Thank you, Binary Boot, for well, Dina, for the 100 bits. That's actually the first time I've ever got bits, so appreciate that a lot. But yeah, watching qualifying now, we've got a lot of people out on the circuit, some still in their pit boxes, maybe working on their setups. Yeah, Kansai, quite the quick yet high downforce circuit. A lot of these corners you'll notice, except for this hairpin here, see Jedlin slide through that, are very quick indeed, and they're gonna need all the downforce they can get. And whether if they get stuck in someone's dirty air during qualifying, whether they just aren't able to take the speed that maybe some other drivers, as we see Jedlin pull a little slide into the gravel there, unfortunate there, not having the downforce, as I was saying. So yeah, watching all these drivers fly across. Currently the championship leader, if I can find him, Runelink, leading the championship by quite a bit, since, well, technically in the standings it is Ultimate K's who would be leading the standings, but we do have that one drop race, which right now in my books, if Runelink comes first place in this, he wins the championship, or even second, he would win the championship. However, if K's comes first place, Ultimate K's, if he comes first place, he will be able to very much potentially steal that championship win away from Runelink, and able to beat him essentially in the last race and be able to win the championship. So as we see Runelink, I believe, on a lap. Oh, he's gone wide across the gravel pit. That's unfortunate for him. Let's hop on board with Svi for a lap round the circuit. Unless he's... yeah, Svi already setting a time of 1:34. Going into this very fast right-hander, you got to go take a very open line. Oh, he's got a bit too open. Oh no, looks like we're not going for a well package is here though. Into this S section, you're going to be wanting to very much combo these corners, maybe sacrificing a bit of exit in one to get a better exit in the other, and then coming up this next left-hand corner, you're very much going to have to watch out for those cones on the right-hand side and the curb, as it can definitely grab you. And coming across this right-hand corner, you're going to have to send the car as far as you can, but watch out for track limits. You do not want to go too far off to the left, otherwise you will be in that gravel. Going into section where I believe that Kvyat balled his car under the spin. Hopefully we won't be seeing any of that tonight. But yeah, coming out of that very sharp hairpin, you're going to be wanting to try to get all the exit, because it's a very long curve to the right as we come in to Spoons. As we go very far left, you're going to be wanting to basically combo these two corners as one, as you then fly onto the main straight. As 1:30 hours approaching, I believe everyone's going to be taking it flat. I don't know if there was a lift or not, but then coming into a very hard braking zone as we hit the classic section. I believe everyone knows the normal track. We are using the classic layout. Yeah, as Dina says, yes, a slight lift probably. That is well packaged into 5th place. But yeah, quite right now, Fennec are one of the reserve drivers in place for Exus tonight. has currently got provisional pole by 3/10 from Roman behind, skidding quite a bit there. That is going to very much mess up his time and destroy his tyres. We are now running the new 1.5 physics for the first time in this league. So we're going to be very much some drivers potentially not going to be as used to the car as some as they might have been all the previous races. And hopefully people have done enough practice to understand the car. I mean, I know for a fact that locking your tyres is a lot more hurtful now. As we see, that looks like I believe that... No, it wasn't... Oh no, it was Eisenschenk he's replacing, not Exist. Which makes sense, because I believe Eisenschenk is in the chat. But, yeah, let's go on. Or let's see if Svi can improve his time as he's come around the last sector. He's currently almost 2 seconds off the leader. Yeah, oh my god, yeah, I completely forgot about that. Hopefully that goes well, Eisenschenk. Yeah, best wishes for that. Yeah, Svi though on a lap. He's been demoted even further down to P10, but can he P11 even as I believe Findic gets a better time in. Very much getting a lot of wheel spin off that corner. Can Svi improve his time? Yes, he can. And he goes up back to P8. Daylau as well. Just setting his time behind Svi. He takes P9. Up in the front, the championship leader, I believe, Runelink is just ahead by half a tenth. So that is no thousandth. I can't, never remember. But yeah, half a tenth. That is very, very close margin between the top three. Even Matt as well. Just above half a tenth as he goes wide into the gravel. He's going to be resetting. Shad as well in 5th place right now. Shad normally further down the pack, but he seems to have liked the new update to this car, and right now he's 5th. And hopefully he can stay there. Oh my god, and he just spins. Another driver getting caught out by that corner. It seems so far that corner, if I can find it in my book, is definitely the most one where I've seen the most mistakes so far. Or who else is on a lap that we can look for? Findix, Runelink's teammate. Looks like he is on a not on a lap, as he's letting the likes of Fennec fly by. I wonder if Fennec can improve on this lap time as he hits sector 2, I believe. Still gonna work. It might help me if I get the map up. As Tomahawks are 3/10 ahead of Runelink. What a lap time he's got in there. He's on to 1:32.5. That is an absolutely blistering lap by Tomahawks. Yeah, he now retires to the pit lane. Yeah, what a absolute lap. And I wonder, can Runelink or Fennec respond? As we watch Fennec come round into 130R, into the hairpin, not into the chicane we go, as we see a glitched out board in the back. I think he might have given up on this lap, unless he's just trying to take it easy and knows that he's gained time as he accelerates out the corner. Does he improve? He was definitely on an out lap because he was 6/10 down. But now he isn't, and now the pressure is going to be on for Fennec. He's going to be wanting to drive 100% of that car, since Matt's VR is only, well, within a tenth of him. If he loses any time, or if Matt's gains any time at all, he's going to be taking that P3 away from Fennec. Someone as well who is going to be looking for that P3 position, or even the P1 or 2, is Ultimate K's, who's fighting for that championship fight with RuneLink. So whether he can improve on this lap time coming into 1:30. You can just see the car slinging around that corner. Hard braking into here. Can Ultimate K's do it? Is he going to lock up? It looks like he's just made it perfect. He gets all the acceleration out the corner. Not improving. Once again, he's on an outlap. I've caught someone outlap, but someone who isn't is indeed Fennec. We've captured him in the same place we caught K's. Can he manage it? He's 3 tenths up on his time. That's enough for P2. If he can gain about 4 hundredths of a second, he can do it. But he's gone deep into the chicane. Is that going to compromise him? Is he going to be able to still get RuneLink, or is he going to be able to get Tomahawks as he crosses the line? No, and he lost all the time in the chicane. Very unfortunate. We watched Mats as well cross the line. Not able to improve either. So the top 5 still the same with 3.5 minutes remaining. We're not seeing too much movement, but someone who I have noticed that has moved up is the invisible car of Roman. Interesting. Well, not invisible, ghost car of Roman. Shad as well, still up in the top 10 position in P7, as well as Eddie in P8. Well, P9 as he drops down, and Wild Package making it into the top 8 position. Daylight as well in the top 10. Let's have a look. Is anyone else? Oh, that's Tomahawk's caught off by the same place that Mats and Shad have been caught. So, those cones not having the best time, I must say. As I quickly need to just flick through. There we go. But yeah, these cars extremely quick as we go and watch him go into the hairpin. Definitely not on a lap. I'm noticing a lot more smoke with these cars. Let's watch Roman complete his lap. Going into 130R, absolutely just pushing that car. I think he isn't pushing it as hard, because I would expect it more. Yeah, as he, I think, is waiting for whoever's in front to get a gap. So we'll be seeing a lap time from him. Oh my god, Eddie extremely wide there. That is unfortunate. And that looks like either Ultimate K's. Yeah, that is Ultimate K's in front of Eddie. So whether Eddie's going to manage to get some slipstream and improve it. Well, no, he's quite far down on his time, but he's definitely going to be looking to go on a hot lap as we go through what is called the Casio Triangle. Who would have guessed that the chicane is called a triangle? It's called the Casio. I'm not even kidding. Search it up. The Casio Triangle is a chicane. Why? But yeah. Anyways, before I distract myself, Fennec has managed to gain those times on RuneLink, and it right now has taken P2 position. Whether he can gain any more time, it looks like though he is stuck in a bit of traffic, because we can see these 3 cars lying. I don't think Fennec's going to be too happy unless, I believe, Kunisek? No, not Kunisek. Who's Kunisek's teammate? Unholy Cake? I have no clue, but yeah, it's probably Kunisek. No, that's Xavius. As hopefully doesn't hinder him too much. There's less than a minute left, only 45 seconds in fact. We see these cars probably going round. Oh, spoon curve for the second last time. Whether they'll be able to get another lap as well, that is a question. You see them fly down the straight. Not too much movement once again. Top 5 only separated by about half a second, with Ultimate K's at the bottom of the top 5 and Tomahawks, the current pole sitter, at in P1. If he can gain even more time. Whoa, really on the limit there, bumping his car up and down. And can he improve? Tomahawks across the line. Oh, and sets an even better time. He's now 2 tenths ahead of Fennec, an even quicker lap time, but that was an extremely close cut right there. Surprised that didn't unsettle his car. as we watch the last few people go for the lap. Wild package across the line. Does he improve for his final lap? And it's not to be. The final people, Ultimate K's, Matt's actually crossing the line, not to... Wait, did he make it? No, not to improve. Runelink still on a lap time. Fennec, no, he's in the wall. But Runelink, I don't think we're going to be seeing any improvement from him. He's 5 tenths down this time, and Ultimate K's has spun as well. So it's going to be watching Michael, who's made another mistake. We're just watching everyone make mistakes on these final laps. Benedict as well, crossing the line. Does he improve? No, he doesn't. And it's going to be Michael pitting in now as Fat Scout to cross the line to finish his quali. Does he improve by any amount? No, he doesn't. And the final person, Ticklish Picklewickle, looks to be as if he just went on the out lap. He's 15 seconds down, or maybe even made a mistake. I believe chances are this is going to be qualifying over, but Runelink boxing now. Yeah, that looks like his time is over, and that is going to be qualifying over for the finale. The final time these guys are going to qualify in this car. And yeah, quite an interesting quali. We've got Tomahawks sitting on pole, Fennec in P2, and I think the first time Runelink has not been on the front row is today. The final race, and I don't think Runelink is going to be a pole, but Matt's in 4th place, Ultimate Case 5th place, Roman GR 6th place, Shad in 7th, Wild Package in 8th, Eddie 007, sounds like it's, I love that 007 part, in 9th, Dale out in 10th, Michael in 11th, Benedict in 12th, Svi in 13th, Binding in 14th, Cuckoo in 15th, Unholy Cake in 16th, Exevious in 17th, Jedlin in 18th, Fat Scout and Summer Body in 19th, Kunisek in 20th, Ticklish in P21, Exus in P22, and Chris in P23. So, as we're watching, I just realised you got the two teammates opposite to each other. But yeah, Tomahawk is going to be leading this off the line with Fennec. He's going to be wanting to look down that inside to try get as much of a start that he can on Tomahawks to look for that inside. Hopefully we won't have a recreation of Senna and Prost where we'll end up seeing a car some reason the two leaders essentially taking each other out, going to corner. Hopefully everyone will make it safely through, but I can't lie, this thing will be there. I'll be very much happy to press that down. But yeah, watching all these cars, all these drivers are so quick, and I've got to say it's been an absolute pleasure watching all of them just race around the circuit and just absolutely just sometimes destroy each other when it comes to competition wise, not when it comes to actually whacking each other. But either way, it looks like the lights are ready. It's going to be Tomahawks trying to get the best start he can with Fennec next to him. Runelink as well. I wonder if he can make it all the way. But it's going to be, well, 3 red lights. And they're off. I didn't even see the counter, but they're off. And Tomahawk's getting a good enough start. Runelink in behind as well, getting a good start as well. As we see one car off, that looks like the car of Shad. Has everyone made it through cleanly? Looks like everyone making it through very cleanly indeed. No one losing positions. Tomahawks still in 1st place after that first corner. Fennec as well, all the way behind. I'll turn the map back on quickly, and I think there's a collision behind, and that looks to be 3 cars off. That could be a potential safety car. As yes, it is the safety car, and it comes out. And yeah, well, I never would have expected it through the S section. I was expecting it first corner with all honesty, but these drivers are, you know, they're safe, but there are so many drivers that you can have in one corner. As we see these cars come through what is if I look here, yep, what was known as a hairpin. That is literally the name of this corner, which is, yeah, off. It's very I should have left that for quali. But yeah, coming through the designer curves now, that's what they're called. As in, yeah. But yeah, Tomahawk still in first place. Fennec as well. It looks like all the top five have stayed in their position. Quickly need to just, there we go. Take a quick swig. I think my voice might be going a bit, but yeah, it looks like everyone has got quite a wild package with a great start. Eddie and Daylau making positions. I remember them starting low, as well as Fat Scout as well. But who are the unlucky few that were involved in the safety car? It's Svi. Oh no, Svi in last place. Xevious as well, and Vindict all caught up in that safety car incident. That is very unfortunate there. And whether we're going to be seeing people hit this lap for potential damage, you can see them spinning their tyres, as well, not spinning their tyres, warming up their tyres. They could be spinning them to warm them up, as we see them come through 130R. I do wonder if I don't think safety cars are going to be in this lap, and I do wonder, is anyone going to go into the pit lane? There is a mandatory stop. Everyone's staying out. Maybe some people aren't going to pit. I'd be surprised if people pit on lap 1. Watch all the cars come round the pit. Watching anyone boxing, anyone pitting. And it looks like the only person who's got damage is indeed Svi. Or maybe not even damage, maybe just pitting tyres to get maybe that one extra lap. I mean, I've already said this about the 1.5 physics. Ever since they've been updated, it is so much easier to now lock your tyres and lose massive amount of grip. I know that from experience from yesterday when I was doing an endurance race, and you look up your front right tyre, all of a sudden it's at half percentage, and you're just wondering how you got into that position. It's all because of locking the tyres. So whether we're going to see some tyre locking and people just completely their strategies go out the window, I do wonder. Yeah, Tomahawks leading the pack. See if I can get a good camera angle as they come through this section. I know there's one somewhere. Where are you? There you are. Watching all the cars pass by. So yeah, we're going to be seeing... See if I can get any other good ones. I like these cameras now. Now that I'm the race director, I can experiment with these things. Come on. I know there's one in the hairpin. Give it. Yes, Svi's at the back. A very unfortunate circumstance for Svi. Come on. Where's the camera? Oh, I think... Ah, yeah. Wait. I don't think... I think it's gone all of a sudden for some reason. But yeah, Tomahawk's right now leading the pack away. He's going to be wanting to get a nice start, but Fennec behind is going to be looking to try and get him on the jump, but whether he can get him into the first corner or not is another question. Runelink as well, definitely the championship contender. He's going to be wanting to look for P1 to certify that win in the championship. Mats as well in that Ferrari going to be wanting to drive away from Ultimate K's behind. And Wild Package, who has made a bunch of overtakes this race, and hopefully will see some more as they now pass into 130R. The cameras give me a bit of bad camera work. I'm going to take one final sip before I have to once again start speaking really quickly. As we watch them come through the chicane for the second time under safety car conditions. Watching Tomahawk slowly driving across. He's bunching up the pack and he's going very much an early start for Tomahawks and gets a massive start. He's under Fennec under fire from Runelink. Is Runelink going to put it down the inside? He has, and gives each other just enough space. That's Runelink up into P2. How about everyone else behind? That's someone off. That looks like to be Wild Package dropping down the order. Very sad. He made a lot of positions up at the start, but now he's dropped quite a bit. Missing anyone behind. It looks like Svi trying to make the move on Xevious. He's very close to the back of them, but everyone is once again batched up together. We see Ultimate K's making the move on Matt. Sadly looking away from that, and that's another card. Looks to be Fat Scout has spun as well. I'll head back to him in a second, but Matt's also under, not Matt, Eddie under fire from Daylau as well. Whether he's able to make some moves, I do wonder as I look back down the field. Binding on the back of Jedlin. Is he going to be able to look for a move? He's got the slipstream coming all the way into this corner. I think we might have to come back later to this fight. We see the battle between Findict and Kunisek. It was Kunisek. Is happening. Whether each driver can get a better exit, I do wonder. Further in the front, seeing Eddie on the back of Ultimate K is extremely close between all the cars right now. As Daylau dropping off, he was originally quite close, and I think all the cars making it quite closely, but Findict is once again on the back of Kunisek. Is Findict going to look for a move? Oh, he pokes his nose, but it's not to be. Maybe another lap, Findict. Yeah, very, very close. I think that is probably one of the best places to overtake, apart from the chicane, known as the triangle. I'm never going to forget that. The Casio triangle. Why is it called that? Yeah, anyways, back to the racing. Further up the pack, we've got Shad and Roman having a little bit of a battle there. And even further up the pack as well, Eddie and Ultimate K's. Eddie looking for a move, but it's not to be. And Eddie losing a bit of tire grip, potentially just planting into the side of Ultimate K's. That might leave him vulnerable to Daylau behind. But everything looks fine for now. Let's hop back on board. Findict has made the move on Kunisek. Of course, as soon as I look away, the action gets good. But hopefully we'll see some more overtakes between people. Eddie's definitely going to be looking for a move through these next laps. Eddie, a controller driver, you wouldn't have guessed. You see them come into the chicane. You can see this fight for P5 is very much heating up. And any fights further back, it looks like Ticklish is defending from Shad. Shad has got the inside and also has the momentum. Ticklish's teammate as well, Roman, in the background. He's going to be looking for a move as we watch on board with Roman as they go into the corner. Ticklish is very much on the outside line, but cuts in front of Roman. All the cars just looking for grip. You can see them spinning their tires ever so slightly. Roman is going to be stuck behind for another day. Almost taking move. I thought he was going to try get 2 in 1 right there. But Roman, yeah, P17 right now for the BMW driver. I do wonder if anything is, if he's going to be able to push his way through the pack, going very wide there. Oh, and that looks to be Chris off. Unfortunate for him. He made quite a start, especially since he started from the back of the grid. As hopefully the cameras give me a new one. Yeah, Roman looking for the move again on Ticklish. 2 teammates battling. Can Roman put it down the inside? They're almost too wide going into that corner. And I believe Roman is 100% going to be looking for a move on Ticklish ahead. Findict as well in the background lurking. Whether we're going to see any moves from him, I do wonder. Up in front though, Ultimate K's. He looks like he's had a collision with someone as he drops down into 8th position. And that's going to be Matt in P3. Tomahawks as well has been overtaken by Runelink. Unfortunately, I didn't catch that. Hopefully, but it is going to be Roman looking for a move on... No, it's going to be Findick looking for a move on Roman. Findick on the outside, Roman on the inside. They're too wide going into the corner. Are they going to leave each other space? Findick still, his tyres there. He's trying to hold it around the outside, but Roman defending that inside line, able to keep the car in front. And Findick is going to have to once again try again. And that is also going to help Ticklish, Roman's teammate, get away. So Ticklish maybe smiling a bit, even though it might be his teammate. As we watch towards the front. Ultimate K's, yeah, 8th place. Unfortunate for him. Any drivers close? It's going to be Exus and Shad. Oh, Shad going for the inside move. Very close between the two drivers. But Exus is going to have the run out of the corner. There's going to be trying to defend again from Shad. Shad was trying to go for that inside move, but wasn't able to get that exit. That Exus was, I mean, the outside line, you're going to have that momentum. And oh, Exus maybe almost losing the car a bit. Shad looking for that inside line. Is he going to have the run on Exus? He's definitely in the slipstreams. We watch these cars fly down the back straight. They're side by side. They're going to be going side by side into 130R. And that is going to be Shad up into P13. I don't think Exus is going to be able to make a dive. And yeah, Shad into P13, able to make that move through 130R. So further in front, Runelink already made a 2.5 second gap, well 2 second gap. Tumblehawks as well. He's going to be, he was originally sitting on pole, but Runelink seems to just have absolutely insane pace. That's as well slowly crawling in Fennec and Eddie as well. As we see Dale out in P6 as well. Dale out's moved up quite a bit of positions. That's Ultimate K's in the gravel. That's unfortunate for Ultimate K's. He's going to be wanting to get out of there as soon as he can, but hopefully rejoin the circuit safe as he gets overtaken. He's gone, stuff's gone from from one to the other as Ultimate K is now P16. Very unfortunate for that drive, but he was fighting for the championship. But there are still 33 laps left of this race. I wonder, are we going to see any more overtakes? As we watch, see in front, yeah, Matt's see looking for that, trying to get as close as he can to the back of Fennec, trying to get that momentum to try and get Fennec. Anyone, I wonder, is anyone else closer to someone? That's Exus. Oh, Exus looking for that move on Roman. He's going to be compromised to potentially Findick behind. Findick now looking for the move. Findick with the inside, but he's not properly a long way. Now he is going into this, the first long right-hander, which is going to cut into that shove. Oh, and Exus making a mistake. He's going to drop down. Ultimate K's into P15 as well. And Findick's able to defend that position. That was just very unlucky for Exus. Got caught up from Roman ahead. And Findick able to make that move down the inside. And Exus making that mistake just on that curb. That curb very dangerous indeed. And yeah, that's not only going to be him losing out to Findick, but also Ultimate Case. Without any fights further back in the pack, we got Svi and Koenigsegg. These two look close, and it looks like Svi might have got a good exit, and potentially he's going to be fighting with Chris ahead, and Chris as well looking to fight with Exus. Svi on the back of Chris. Is he at all going to be able to make a move this lap? Going through spoons. The Chris taking a more compromised center line, getting a bit of squirrely on the exit. Svi's going to be all in that slipstream. You can see how much he's gaining. Are we going to see a move into 130R? He's got so much slipstream, but I think they might go for a move into the chicane of Casio Triangle. As we see Chris defend that inside, but then move across. I think. Oh, extremely close between these for P16 right now. As Exus making a mistake and Chris making the same mistake. We're going to see Svi all tucked up behind in that slipstream, looking for that inside move. We're going to be looking for another move. And will Chris lose it on the curb that we saw Exus? He's very close. Oh, there's another bit of contact between them. And Chris gets whacked out a bit wide. That was extremely close between those drivers and very unfortunate for Chris. As we see Svi drop up into P17, and he's going to be looking at Exus ahead. I wonder any battles further up. Dale out in 6th place doing a good job. Eddie as well, P5. And in P4 is Matt. Fennec in P3. Not doing so bad if you think about it when Runelink's in P1. Just absolutely decimating this field. Already 3 seconds up and it's only been 9 laps. That's about a second every 3 laps. Very remarkable, I have to say. From the... I have forgot the name of that car. But yeah, the Ferrari's doing extremely good in P4 and 5. Daylau as well, carrying the Toyota team in P6. He's been doing extremely good lately. And Cuckoo in PA. I'm just thinking, where has... I think we've lost... No, Binding might have made a mistake because he's in P10. I remember him being behind Cuckoo. So whether we're going to see any moves, someone who we might be seeing a move from is Shad behind the likes of Michael. He's in the slipstream. And even further behind, we're seeing, oh, Kunisek make a mistake, or maybe got shoved off by someone at Unholy Cake. Make the move. The back as well, you see Xevious making a move on Exus. Exus has just been dropping down the order. Very unfortunate for him. Let's have a look up in front though. Michael going to be wanting to defend from Shad very soon. As does Shad get a better exit? Are we going to see Shad look for another potential dive into the hairpin? I would be very, very concerned if he didn't. He stays back. And Michael not getting the best exits there. That allows Shad to close up even more. See them fly around the designer curves for the 10th time as we hit the quarter mark of the race. They're even further back. We see the move of Xevious trying to make the move on Exus, but Exus once again having that outer line is able to keep it clean. I'm going to quickly cut back to Shad and Michael, but it looks like they've separated a bit, so we're going to stay with Xevious and Exus for now. In fact, no, we're not. We're going to check this front group of Roman. Of Ultimate K, I believe. No, here it is, of Shad and Michael. I said this would be a battle, and it is going into this corner. Are we going to see any collision? Are we going to see anyone going off wide like we normally do? Shad backs out. That leaves Michael able to swing it all the way around as yes, thanks Eyes and Shank. Daylau leaving the pit lane. That looked like a potential scheduled stop, to be honest, from how quick it was then. But heading back on with Shad, it looks like he's got the confidence to potentially... Yep, I'm going to quickly switch because even further behind here, we got Chris looking to make a move on Kunisek. There's so much battles going on right now. It's hard to keep track of them. So, watching this battle unfold also... Oh, that looks to be Roman who's made a mistake. An Ultimate Case taking advantage of the situation and passing Roman to get P13. Chris as well. That looks like there's a lot of collisions at the back there. As Chris making it up to P17 and Svi dropping down to P19. Unfortunate for the Minardi drivers today. So we see try to accelerate as well. Daylau as well dropped down to P... No, he pitted. I gotta remember he pitted. So yeah, very unfortunate there. Shad as well looking to try and make a move on Michael, but someone that has joined the fight is Binding, and it doesn't look like too much of a healthy car because Michael is all the way on the back of Binding, but someone who's going to be on the back of Michael is Shad. Are we going to see another move into this turn 1? Is Shad going to go for it this time? I think he's way too far back to look for a move, so we're going to be seeing single file through T1. But is anyone going to make a mistake. Is anyone going to brake further in the back? We can see Roman pitting. That could be for damage potentially. And is anyone going to be making a move down here? Are we going to see any potential side-by-side action? Shad and Michael still battling at it. I want to try and catch this battle between them. I mean, they've been so close to each other for God knows how long. And we're also going to quickly take a sip because I've been speaking for way too long. As we see, Binding looks like he's lost some grip, and that is Michael even looking for try to make it around the outside of Binding. But Shad now on the back of Michael. Maybe Michael compromising himself a bit. The Shad on watching on board now with Shad and seeing, can he make a move? That's a mistake by Michael. Can Shad use that? And it looks like he's actually lost time to it. Maybe thinking Michael was going to spin, but evidently not. That's actually going to lose Shad some time, as Michael and Binding very close to each other. Are we going to see some side-by-side action? That's Binding defending down the inside. They're giving each other space. Is Michael going to be able to keep it all the way around the outside? They're very close. There's a bit of contact. Is Shad also going to be able to make a move on Binding? And Binding has been absolutely shoved out wide, very close between all the drivers. That's going to be two... it's going to be very unfortunate for Binding, as Binding drops 2 positions in one corner. But this battle here between Shad and Michael isn't over. They might have overtaken another car, but they haven't been separated yet. Watching all of these drivers very closely. Looks like Ultimate K's trying to drag Findict in. That's a battle we're going to have to look at later. Shad and Michael is the main one, I would say, right now. I'm going to see on the leaderboard if there is any time. Oh, Shad looked like he almost made a mistake touching the gravel a bit. Just going to head back to Ultimate K's. I think we've been on board with those two a bit too much now. You see into the hairpin. That's a bit of a lockup for Ultimate K's. Don't want to be seeing that at all on a drive. It's just going to end up destroying tires. So yeah, don't want to be seeing that. It looks like you might have actually lost some time as well. So we're going to head back to Shad. Oh, the close battle as well is between Svi and Holy Cake. So the 2 Minardi drivers stuck in a battle. If we can hopefully capture those later. As we see, Svi is going to be gaining and gaining on Unholy Cake. We've seen the pace of Svi definitely qualified quite high. Oh, taking a bit too much curb then, almost losing the car. Daylight as well in the background might have fresher tyres on, and the newly potentially repaired car. See them fly round 130R again. Svi heavy on the brakes. Doesn't overcook it, doesn't lock up. He's going to be looking for the best exit he possibly can to try and gain. Daylau as well. You can see how much Daylau has gained, and it's a Minardi sandwich between these two Toyotas here. Actually in, well, I'm guessing Kansai is definitely, Kansai also known as Suzuka, but Kansai for legal reasons. I'm guessing it is based in the, well, I'm not guessing, it is based in Japan. And oh, Shad, that's very wide, man. Oh, Ultimate K's on the back of Binding now. Binding, he's already lost 2 positions last 2 laps. Very unfortunate. Will it be 3 positions in 3 laps? I hope not. As we see Ultimate K's, yeah, you can just see Ultimate K's slowly gaining and gaining. Someone who's gained quite a bit is Daylau. He's so confident. He tried to put it up the inside of the exit of turn 1, but that confidence is definitely there as we're watching them go too wide. Very close between drivers. I thought there was going to be contact there for a second. As they come into the corner, you can just see how close Daylau's back of Daylau's car is to Svi's. He's even made it up the inside, and Svi is going to be on the outside, and that's going to be Daylau, who's going to be trying to keep that P16 position. They're going too wide into 130R. Who's going to stay ahead? Daylau's got the inside, but he's actually backed off a bit. That's to stay behind. Svi another lap. Goes down the inside into the chicane. Also backs out of that. Svi defending like an absolute lion, able to keep Daylau behind him for another lap. De Lau's 100% going to turn the aggression up now. And is he going to be able to go for these moves into these next couple corners? We've seen how confident he's been. And Excess also, not Excess, Speed also making a couple mistakes here and there. Oh, you can just see De Lau. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Both cars go off into the wall. Very unfortunate. Maybe De Lau not expecting Speed to slow up there. But that's going to be Michael gaining up in those positions. Very unfortunate for those two drivers. And that's going to be damage for each one of them. Very unfortunate. Speed's race goes from worse to even more worse to even more worse. Very unfortunate for Speed. Now defending from Roman GR. I'm guessing, yeah, that's damage for Speed as he goes a bit wide. And that's going to be Roman GR making the moves up. We're seeing the first pit as Runelink goes into the pits, followed by Fennec behind. Matt's also following in, and Tomahawk's sliding to stay out. And I've just noticed Tomahawk's in P4. Actually, I think maybe Tomahawk's went for an undercut that I didn't see. As Tomahawk's comes out ahead of Fennec, and Wild Package coming ahead of some of those drivers. So whether the likes of Matt, Shad, and Finley are going to be held up by some drivers. Ultimate K is going a bit longer, coming out in front of Matt, I believe, as well as Jedlin as well. Are we going to see any battles this lap? Ticklish letting some of the drivers who are on the leading lap past. We see Shad leave the pit lane. Is he going to be able to stay in front of Roman GR? Roman GR going make that. They're too wide. And is Shad going to be able to keep it in front? Roman looking for that move. Is Roman potentially trying to get that exit? You say they're almost too wide going through that corner. Is Roman going to be looking for a better move? Coming out the pit lane. It's straight up back onto being attacked. And you can just see Roman. He's looking for those gaps. Not going for them, but definitely pressuring enough to potentially allow Shad to make a mistake, because we watched him go through these corners. You can see him just absolute aggression up. Is Roman going to be looking for that move into the hairpin? It doesn't look like he's going to be close enough. We watched the BMW driver just gain and gain. He's looking for a better exit. Has he got it? Lots of wheel spin coming out that corner, but he's all up in the slipstream, and indeed he's got a better exit. Shad moving to the left hand side, defending the inside corner. Can Roman make it all the way around? Has Shad gone a bit deep? Potentially he has, as Roman does a switchback. He's now got the inside for the next corner, but potentially doesn't have the exit speed. Shad going a bit wide out of that corner. That might give him a bit of bad straight line speed, but they're too wide. Going up into 130R as we get bad camera angle. Roman GR. Oh, there's a bit of contact and both drivers go off as Shad turns into Roman. That is very unfortunate, and that is Shad massively into the wall, and that could be race over for that driver. Very unfortunate for those two. Luckily, Roman leaving unscathed. I have no idea about Shad though. Oh my god, yeah. That's not a healthy car. Ultimate K's looks to be under attack from Jedlin behind. I don't think Ultimate K's is pit yet, so this might not be for position. Ultimate K's, we potentially try and get a good camera. But yeah, there's a bit of contact between them. Yeah, Ultimate K's is definitely on worn tyres. You see Jedlin, even though he gave that little boop, is definitely looking to make the move as they're going too wide through designer curve again. Jedlin with the inside, but can we see a switchback? No, and that's Ultimate K's. He definitely can't keep that on track with those worn tyres compared to Jedlin on those new tyres. Very unfortunate for Ultimate K's. He just goes wide and is now going to be looking to potentially, I don't know if he's trying to go long or if he's just trying to keep the car going to potentially go for a one-stop. Oh, Findick almost losing it on the curb there, and in fact that curb is very dangerous. Binding looking for a move on Exus, definitely got the grip. And are we going to see Exus defend going into 130R? He's definitely moved to the left and Binding in that slipstream. He's going to be looking for that outside line as we hit once again the terrible camera. It's almost too wide through 130R. Are we going to see Binding chuck it down the inside? Are we going to see him try and make a move. It looks like he takes it nice and slow coming out this corner. Can he get the exit speed though? Can he look for the move into T1 slash also and T2? Exodus defending very heavily into the corner. Are we going to see? Oh, my microphone glitching out a bit there. Binding looking for the move, but he just isn't able to go for it. Very unfortunate that he hasn't able to pass Exodus, but he's definitely got the grip and the confidence. Exodus goes out on the grass and Binding able to take an opportunity and pass him and make it up into P14. Another battle that might be happening is the likes between Unholy Cake and Findict. Watch these drivers fly round the corner. Is it Findict? Not Unholy. No, Michael and Unholy Cake. I was wondering why they were so far apart. But these could be a potential battle upcoming. As I also look through the order, Cuckoo is pitting. Are we going to see them come out in traffic or in a battle? As we see everyone so far look to make this stops. Roman GR on the back of Findict now. We can see Cuckoo leaving the pit lane though. And are they going to come out? Leaving the pit lane. It looks like Roman GR coming down the main straight. Is Cuckoo able to stay ahead? So it looks like Roman GR is also under attack from Findict behind. It doesn't look to be like any. I wonder, are there any closer fights up in the front? As Fennec in P3 there. But Cuckoo and Roman properly going at it. Roman's gained all that time. And Cuckoo going too wide into one of the fastest corners. Cuckoo just backing out, maybe not having warm enough tyres to properly battle with Roman. Findict as well, he's going to be wanting to try and go for a move maybe later on in the lap to try and stick with Roman. We know how close he's been sometimes to the back, and you can already see how much he's gained. Let's hop on board with Findict. Are we going to see any thought of close action between these two? Going into spoons, you can just see how much Findict has gained. That's Cuckoo going wide. Is Findict able to make it down the inside? Come on, trackside camera. As we see the blue and green car going too wide, very close together. And I think Findict has very much, you can see squeezing all the way to the left-hand side, almost contact. That's how close they are. And making that move past Cuckoo in 130. Watching further back, Ultimate K is making a mistake. Binding and Kunisek too far behind to do anything of it. As Kunisek also making a mistake, allows Binding to maybe get a gap on him. I wonder any other battles going on, any time slots that I can notice are very close to each other. And it looks like Binding and Kunisek right now are the closest on tracks. We're going to be watching these guys for a long time. Yeah, you're going to be very much looking here as they come through the S curves. As yeah, they very much need to be attacked. You're going to carry as much momentum as possible, as well as coming into this very long fast right-hander. You're going to have to try and commit fully, but don't overcommit. Otherwise, you're going to end up in that gravel pit just up ahead. Looking at my time charts again, it looks like Michael might be gaining onto the back of Eddie, as that time is very much dropped within a second of each other. No DRS in these cars, so it's going to be all racing. I take a nice another sip. As yeah, Michael, you can just see how much he gained into that chicane, and how much he's going to be trying to look and make a move. That's his best lap delta so far, so new PB, but well, not a new new personal best lap for the race. See Eddie struggling a bit with his tyres, maybe lock them up 1-2 bit. Michael definitely looking on the back of him, trying to get as close to that gearbox before making a move. Further down, we got Cuckoo and Binding as well. So we'll head back to them, hopefully in a second. You see Michael just properly close to the back of Eddie, just very much more confident under braking. We see him try to look down the inside. That's a lunge if I've ever seen one. Eddie as well looking up under fear of getting dive bombed, and that has worked a treat for Michael. Maybe pressuring him, wasn't potentially going to go for the move, but in fact actually pressured Eddie into a mistake of his own. That is Michael up into P7. Looking back, looks like Kunisek has indeed got past Binding, and Binding is going to be, well, I think Binding might be on bad tyres, because he was definitely one of the first people, I believe, to pit. Now maybe his tyres showing as we see Wild Package pit this lap. Wonder where indeed is he going to come out? Is he going to come out in this battle between Matt, Michael, Eddie, and Matt, Michael, and Eddie? But Michael definitely got some massive pace advantage out of nowhere. We're going to be seeing him potentially make a move on Matt. He's been gaining quite a bit, but no, sorry, not Wild Package. Sorry, I mixed Michael and Wild Package up a bit. But Matt, definitely on the back of Wild Package. But Michael is, no, it was Michael, yeah, Michael on the back of Matt. So the two teammates forming in a way a sandwich, getting past the back marker there of Shad. He lost a couple more drivers from retirement now. That is Eddie sadly going a bit wide. Unfortunate for the Ferrari driver. Matt's now going to be all alone with these Saubers. So coming through the designer curves once again as we pass the halfway mark by 2 laps. I think Matt's genuinely, he might be on older tyres, but I think Matt's genuinely has some confidence to stay behind Wild Package, who I believe is on newer tyres and has just indeed come out of the pit lane. Whether Michael needs to maybe warm up his, not Michael, whether Wild Package needs to warm up his tyres a bit more, or just doesn't have the confidence, maybe getting used to the car on new tyres. See Michael though, he's just been looking there, he's been waiting on board. You can see he's a lot closer now. Even Matt's trying to get him out the slipstreams. They come into the first corner. Michael looking for any opportunity to strike or pounce as they come round the S section, where you're going to want to try and carry as much momentum as you possibly can. As you can see, everyone trying to go for a wide line before they take this long left-hander, try to get as much momentum as they can. Going into this fast right-hander. See just how close Michael is getting to the back of Matt. Oh no, that's a massive move. Very much pressuring Matt, almost into a mistake. That could be also a hit between them. Very close indeed. So whether we're going to see any more potential looks from Michael. That was full commitment there, going extremely wide. Hopefully he doesn't use momentum from that, otherwise that would be very unfortunate. But yeah, Michael looking for that move on Matt. He's all behind him, going into through 140R. He's stuck in that slipstream. Are we going to see him go for another move on Matt's trying to shove it down the inside? No, we don't. But you can just see how close he is. And also his teammate up ahead. Extremely close indeed. As we watch each driver slowly and quickly go through these curves. Michael just he's able to get Matt on the braking, but through these corners he's stuck in that dirty air and just loses all that grip that you would normally. Roman GR boxing now, and Binding passing him. Whoa, that's a missing rear wing. And that's a reappearing rear wing as they fix that, hopefully in the pit lane. But right now, the battle for 5th place is underway. Wild Package leading this battle. Matt's in the middle of it, and Michael at the back of it. So we got what I like to call a Ferrari sandwich with Michael and Wild Package around him. Will they use each other as sort of teammates and try to back Matt up, potentially go for that move and help each other? I do wonder. I'm going to quickly cut. No, I'm not. I'm going to stick with these guys, actually. You see Michael even closer than last time. Are we going to see him shove it down the inside? He's definitely looking. But once again, thinking better of it. But Matt has made a mistake. And can Michael get a better exit out of the corner? He's all up in the slipstream. We can definitely see Matt defend to the right hand side. We see them fly down the main straight. Matt's moving to the right. Michael looking even further to the right there. Too wide. Is Michael going to make it around the outside? Oh my god, and that's move complete as he just slides it in front of Matt and goes all the way around the outside of T1. What a move by Michael up into P6. Further back, I do wonder, are there any battles? It's Kunisek and Cuckoo. And Kunisek, I don't know if he made the move on Cuckoo there, but Cuckoo definitely going to be wanting to try and make a move. I believe actually that is going to be Sunisek into P11. Since I believe Cuckoo is indeed losing that bit of grip. Further up ahead, it looks like Michael and Wild Package are going to be battling soon. Matt's as well, though, still lurking in the background. Michael might have made the overtake, but he definitely hasn't dropped Matt. If he makes a mistake, he's going to lose all that progress he made on that Ferrari driver. Going into 130R, you just see Matt potentially will be looking to make a move, and he's all up behind, very close. Decides to back off and not go for any move into the corner, maybe deciding to save his tyres for the later stint, as we see Michael in fact boxing and going into the pits for another pit stop. Bedlin as well pitting, and I believe we see Daylau leaving the pit lane. Oh, almost hindering the Ferrari of Eddie there. That could have ended very badly. Ultimate K's and Jedlin very close to each other. What I've also noticed now, and I'm sure that all you viewers watching have also noticed, are that the clouds have indeed come in for some overcast conditions. Whether this is going to affect... this is an extremely bad camera, I've got to say. Flick to a better one. But yeah, whether Jedlin can potentially make a move back. I think Ultimate K was actually the one to make a move because he's making a gap already on Jedlin. We see, are we going to see any other cars battling? Looks to be the closest battle on track right now is the battle indeed between Ultimate Case and Jedlin. I believe that is a battle that might already be over. Apart from that, it looks like everyone is pretty much split for timings. Most drivers split from a second or over. Oh, but Ultimate, I believe that is Shad, who went a bit wide and letting the drivers of Ultimate Case and Jedlin pass as they go into 130R. Further behind, Binding and Michael. This is going to be a battle to witness soon. We've seen the pace of Michael and how confident he can be up in the front. Whether he can do it today as well, as he very much cuts the curb quite a bit. But that looks to be absolutely fine within regulatory rules. We see him go all the way down into this fast right-hander. He's going to be looking for that move on binding. You can already see how much he's gained, how much he's made just in that last sector alone. We're watching this car very closely as it's going to be slowly gaining and gaining to the back of binding. Are we going to see binding make any sort of mistake to allow Michael to make the move earlier? Because you can definitely see Michael is gaining. Him absolutely lunging. I love that corner. You probably have to lunge the car in and use the camber of the corner to properly get the exit out. See, Michael is getting so much in the hairpin alone. As we see him, he's now in slipstream range within 5/10 of binding up ahead, going through spoons. You can just see how much he's gained just due to all that downforce and newer tyres, because normally you'd expect someone in dirty air to be going wide, but it looks like those tyres working an absolute treat for Michael as they head round 130R. Are we going to see Michael pressure binding at all to look for that move down the inside, but as binding going semi-defensive and also doing a lock-up? Oh, that is Michael crossing the line quite a bit, but as binding into the pit lane, not giving the Michael the satisfaction of overtaking him on track. Up ahead, Cuckoo's teammate, not Cuckoo's, Binding's teammate, Cuckoo, might potentially, if they're on the same strategy as Binding, they could be very much under attack from Michael sometime soon, so we might come back to that. Watching these gaps, it looks like there is a close battle between Eddie and Ultimate K's, potentially forming. Binding coming out in front of, that's not Binding, that is Svi, seeing Binding just up ahead, but has the car of Runelink in currently P2, so Tomahawk's currently leading the race in P1, of course. I mean, I'd be surprised if you were leading the race in another position, but maybe not net P1. He might have to pit this lap to maybe cover off Runelink, but the pit lane is quite long on this track, so whether we'll see Runelink pass him or maybe Tomahawks might go for the move. The Runelink making that move past Binding the back marker. So wonder, are we going to see any more battles? I've just noticed the battle between, where are you, Michael and Cuckoo. I said this would slowly form, and it has. Not yet though. He's almost within a second, and Michael just properly taking all these corners, using all the grip of the car. You can use just how, you can just see how much he's hitting each apex going through the corners. And I didn't commentate to discuss him there as well, because he actually hit all his apexes except for that one, and he hit this one. See, nah, not judging. Everyone makes a small mistake here and there. It just depends on how big. As we watch him, he's definitely going to be gaining, and up ahead as well. Looks to be a small battle that's formed between Eddie and Jedlin. I believe Ultimate Case might have made it past. We'll also watch this then. I'll be sure to try and watch the battle between Michael and Cuckoo as well. Yeah, Eddie on the back of Jedlin. He's going to be trying to fly up the inside. I'm going to quickly head back to Michael and Cuckoo. They're extremely close. Very much hard to keep track of these two battles at once, but I'll do my very best to try and capture each overtake. Doesn't look like there's going to be an overtake there. Let's head back to this battle. Doesn't look like there's going to be an overtake there. That's Benedict boxing right now and getting into the pit lane. Where's he going to come out of? Cuckoo properly being pressured now on the back or by Michael behind. Yeah, Lewis, that last chicane is cursed. We are using the classic version, so it's a lot more sharper and very much bounces the car a lot more than one would expect. That's Cuckoo going a bit wide there. Michael extremely close, and Is he going to be able to make any sort of move on Cuckoo over this lap? You can see Cuckoo going for a different line to Michael, trying to get as much exit speed as they can. Michael, though, using all the grip on his tyres that he has, going into this very fast right-hand corner. You can just see how close he's getting to the back of Cuckoo, and I wonder, we've seen him go for ballsy moves. Are we going to see him go for a potential dive into this hairpin? He's too far back to do it. But you can just see how much he gained. He tries to straight line out of the hairpin, going into designer curve. Are we going to see Cuckoo have to defend going into 130? Let's hop back on board with Michael in the cockpit. In fact, let's go into chase cam. Watch from afar. And yeah, that is also Michael in slipstream range as well. So he's going to be using all of that, trying to make as much time as he possibly can. Going to the chicane, he's all up in the back, but that's a bit of a lockup, and up ahead as well. That looks like a back marker making a small mistake. See, Michael now all in that slipstream. Cuckoo's going to be wanting to defend. We watch them. Are we going to see Michael slide up the inside, or potentially make it a move around the outside through those turns? But no, he stayed behind. It looks like the grip of his tires is slowly losing it as well. Definitely, or maybe it's the dirty air. Honestly could not tell. Michael not as close as he was going out of that chicane. Come through the very fast right hand corner again. Are we going to see Michael look for any sort of move going through these next? He's definitely better than Cuckoo in sector 3, but when he's stuck in the dirty air of Cuckoo's in sector 1 and 2, he just can't do anything. As we're watching him fly through the section, how much is he going to be able to gain? He goes a bit wide on the curb, but he's going to be able to cut and get a better line out of this section. All up in Cuckoo's slipstream. I don't think he's any closer than he was last time. Stop on board again. Yeah, maybe even further back than last time. So maybe Cuckoo gaining a bit of pace on Michael, or Michael not having the best lap. So you see Shad move to the right hand side or the left hand side of our screen. Oh, Michael cutting quite a bit and just jumbling over those curbs. But now is Cuckoo on the threat. It looks like Michael's going to be stuck again behind for another lap. Are we going to see though? I wonder, are there any other I don't want to switch to any other battles just in case this one gets good. But it looks like Mats has joined the battle. Mats all of a sudden falling off the pace. Maybe made a mistake in P8. But he's all of a sudden present here. That's going to be the battle for P8 now, technically. Yeah, Michael is going to be looking for all the overtakes possible. Whether he can be able to commit through these corners, though. He's all up behind Cuckoo. Is he close enough for a dive, though? Are we going to see a move it up the inside? They're extremely close to each other. As Cuckoo making a mistake, having a little bit of a lock-up. A little bit of wheel spin out of the corner. That's going to be Michael all the way up in slipstream. Very close to the back. Let's hop on the bumper, go trackside. And then is Michael going to be able to compromise Cuckoo enough to look for a better exit out of the corner? But it looks like Cuckoo able to keep it round down the inside and still get a better exit than Michael to stay in that P9 position. Mats as well, due to that little amount of battling, has gotten quite far away. So that is going to be very happy that Mats done that. That is extremely close to track limits, Michael. Jeez, man. You're practically cutting the corner. As we're watching this battle once again unfold, that Shad boxing right now is kind of looking very funky on my screen. We had this battle between Michael and Cuckoo, definitely not over yet. If there are any other battles, since I don't really use Race Direct to do match, if there are any battles at all, please just let me know, because sometimes I won't see them, and I know I have a habit for missing some battles sometimes. Cuckoo getting a really good exit compared to Michael. Michael has more of a narrow line, which compromises him all the way down the straight, but very much gives him the speed. Oh my... Whoa, Jesus. Very, very ballsy through there. Very much even pinching the gravel a bit. And there's a battle that I have noticed between Roman and... Is that Roman? Wait, no, I think that was Roman letting someone by. I don't know what battle I was looking at then. But yeah, very, very close between Michael and Cuckoo. So, that's Michael almost making a mistake, very much spinning his tyres. So, are we going to see Michael at all make any move? Since Michael is actually further back, and I feel confident enough to flick, I'm going to do a quick running order. So right now, RuneLink in P1 11 seconds ahead of Tomahawk in P2. Fennec 7 seconds behind him. And Wild Package a mile away behind him. McKay's made it back into P5 from an absolute dreadful fault, but whether he needs to do another box, I do wonder, but it's going to be unlikely. Jedlin in P6. Getting the Nexus, thank you, Eisenshank. I'll quickly check that. Oh my god, it's already happened. No! Also going to quickly... Now I feel conscious that the battle between Michael and Cuckoo has got closer. No, it hasn't. Yeah, Matt's in P7. Cuckoo in P8. And the battle for P8 with Michael in it in P9. Vindict as well looks to be gaining on this battle in the last 5-6 laps. Kunisek in... Kunisek in P11, Eddie in P12, Bunning in P13, Roman GR in P14, Svi in P15, Exus P16, Unholy Cake in P18, and Shad in the grass in P18. But yeah, watching this battle unfold, I've been having a look at this Sauber quite a bit, which I remember when I first ever said the name of this thing. I believe I said Mercedes Red Bull, which it definitely is not. Even though it's it's Petronas and there's Red Bull. You got to give me some lenience there. But yeah, Michael looking. Oh my god, he's closer than he is. Normally, he's going to be looking for that exit outside. Cuckoo as well, very close to the back of Matt. We're going to be looking for that three-way battle for P7. Findic as well lurking in the background, so if anything happens between these guys, it's going to be Findic who benefits the most. As we watch, it's red, green, blue, watching these cars go around the S's. They got 5 laps to make moves on each other. They got 5 laps to potentially take any advantage they can before the finale is over and the final time they drive this car. But it's going to be Cuckoo wanting that P7 position with Matt ahead. And, wait. Vindict in P9. It's still red, blue. Well, no, it's still red, green, blue. But Vindict has made the move on Michael. Michael might have made a mistake. I mean, I said, if anyone makes a mistake, it's going to be in Vindict's clutches, as well as Vindict. He's making up a lot of time on this fight right here. As we watch these cars fly through the track, and Cuckoo just putting the pressure on Matt, who's about 5/10 in front, more like 4, going through 130R. Are we going to see any move by Cuckoo? Cuckoo looking for the inside. Does Matt make a mistake, lose his cool? But no, he keeps it ice cold going through that corner. Cuckoo's aggressive. Look down the inside, not pressuring Matt's one bit, but Matt's is definitely going to be pressured going into T1. You can see how much Cuckoo is gaining and even trying to potentially look for that move down the inside. They're so close together now. And are we going to see these two battle it out? You've got Vindict as well lurking. If these two battle too much, Vindict is all of a sudden going to appear and potentially take both of these positions away from these drivers. You can see just how close this battle is. I think we might have made a small mistake there, because all of a sudden they're closer to Findict than Cuckoo is to Matt. Yeah, as well, Michael as well, it's still lurking in the background. Let's hop on board with Findict. Just listen to just the pure just noise of this car for the final times. Yeah, Findic though definitely going to be putting the pressure on Cuckoo. Cuckoo was putting the pressure on Matt earlier, but Matt seems to have gained about a 2 second, no, more like a 1 second, sorry, 1 second gap on Cuckoo. And now Cuckoo is in the clutches of Findic. Looks like there's a Toyota back marker ahead of the Unholy Cake. Yeah, Unholy Cake. Oh, I've lost the battle now. But it's going to be Findic looking for this move over the final few laps, going into T1. Do they make any mistakes? Findic though gaining massively on Cuckoo on the braking, just having that confidence on the brakes. He's got about 3-4 laps to do it. Can he manage to do it? Going around these S sections, you see him just accelerate off the corner, but Cuckoo always seems to get such a good exit off this corner through the really fast right-hander. Now going under braking through this swooping right-hander into the hairpin, where you're going to be wanting to look for as much of an exit as you possibly can. Findic getting all the way up into the gearbox of Cuckoo. Doesn't look like there was contact though, and very much pressuring Cuckoo to the max there. Cuckoo's going to have to try and defend these last 2-3 laps with all the will they have. They go a bit wide though, and that could be Findic through. Are they going to get a better exit? Are they going to manage to stay ahead? It looks like that is the bag mark of excess ahead, and Cuckoo's going to be wanting to try and use all the slipstream of them. We get hit bad camera, no one. And we're watching this close battle. Is Cuckoo going to defend the inside? They do. Findic looking down the outside, very close between drivers, and Findic making it all the way around the outside, but that's a mistake. And is Cuckoo going to be able to make the move back? It looks like they have, as Findic has to give the position back since they technically overtook in the chicane, and going to be trying to look for another move. Cuckoo just keeping their cool, knowing their braking markers, and Findic being the one making mistakes, looking, trying to desperately get by in these last few laps. So, watching this battle unfold, Cuckoo definitely going to be wanting to keep their cool here, but you can just see Findic has the confidence, but maybe the overconfidence, and could potentially make a mistake. As we watch on the nose of here it is, on the nose of Findic. Is he going to potentially try and make a move down the inside of the hairpin? Oh, and that's a move! Very close between the drivers. Who's going to get the better exit? I'd expect Cuckoo to get the better exit. I don't know who has. It looks like, yeah, Cuckoo has got the better exit. Going for the curves again. We're going to be seeing them going too wide. Are they going to leave each other room? It looks like they have. Is Findic going to be looking for that move down into 130R, looking in the slipstream? Cuckoo's not going to have that back marker to help them this time as they come up the main straight. We're watching them come all the way down here. Cuckoo's going semi-defensive into 130R, but they're going to be wanting to go fully defensive into the chicane of Casio Triangle. As we watch them go again, will Findic make the same mistake? They're too wide and very close together. Are they going to leave each other space? It looks like they have. Cuckoo getting the better exit, coming off the corner, and Findic having to stay behind another lap. It's also going to leave them into the clutches of Michael, who's getting extremely close. And they're once again too wide going into T1. Is Findic going to be able to make it around the outside? And he has. What a move by Findic. He was behind for quite a long time, but making it into T1 and going all the way around the outside of Cuckoo. What a move. Cuckoo as well now maybe losing a bit of tyre wear, and Michael is now going to be in this battle to try and make the overtake on Cuckoo. Cuckoo once again defending from another blue car, extremely close to the back of them. Head to chase mode We know how aggressive Michael can be and how confident sometimes he can be on the brakes. Going through this corner, he's very close indeed. We're going to be seeing potential dive down the inside. Oh, do they leave each other space? Cuckoo leaves the door open. But unfortunately, for Michael, Cuckoo's going to get a better exit. Michael's going to be in that slipstream. I think Cuckoo potentially running a bit less downforce. You can see them just running away a bit on the straight. Michael pressuring, trying to look for that inside move as we see him fly round this left-hand corner. Runelink as well on the final lap. I don't know where he is on track, so I'm going to quickly make sure, just in case I don't want to miss him go through the corner. We head back to this battle between Cuckoo and Michael going on. Well, not almost going on. Michael pulls to the right-hand side. Late move. Is he going to make the dive up the insider? Too wide. And Cuckoo's exit is going to be compromised. Are we going to see an undercut from Michael? Michael not able to. It looks like they might be going... Might try to go too wide into T1 again. No. But anyway, swapping back to Runelink. Runelink's going to cross the line to win the Kansai Grand Prix and to win the championship. So congratulations to Runelink. But I want to head back to this battle on the final lap. We're going to see Michael pull out all the aggression and very much try to bring his absolute best to the table on this final lap. But whether Cuckoo can bring their absolute defensive manner to the table, I have no idea. Cuckoo wanting to defend this position with all they can. But Michael very close, but I believe whoever makes a mistake now, it's going to be their P9 to have coming into the chicane. They're very close, almost a bit of contact between the two cars. Cuckoo very much keeping the defense, keeping it round the outside and gaining a massive amount of time on Michael, and this could be battle over right here. We see both drivers a bit further than they can, but Michael's still pushing. You can see how much he's trying to gain through these next corners. I believe that could be Cuckoo's P9 to keep, as long as they don't make any mistakes. So coming round these final corners for the final time, it's Cuckoo and Michael, I believe, the last people actually on track, and that's Michael actually going off track and unfortunately just making that mistake, not able to get that P9 from Cuckoo. Cuckoo crossing the line to get P9, Michael P10, and what a race that was. As we watched them, whack each other. But yeah, what a race, as we see Runelink win the championship, if I guess correctly, and to come first place and beat Ultimate K's in the championship, who only got P5 this race. So what a race indeed. I'm actually going to save this one again, as I normally do. We have Runelink P1, not getting the fastest lap, who I believe Tomahawk's got it in P2 with a 133.6. Fennec with in P3, Wild Package P4, Ultimate Case P5, Matt's P6, Jedlin P7, Findix P8, Cuckoo P9, Michael P10, Kunisek P12, Binding P13, Roman GR P14, Svi P15, Unholy Cake in P16, Exus P17, Shad P18, and Xevious P19. Oh my god. Oh, what those last laps has just killed me. Oh my god. I need another drink. Ah, Jesus. Okay. So, interview time. I hope Kays helps me out with this one, with honesty. Oh my god. Oh, I'm out of breath. Jeez. Yeah, Fennec, that was... I must agree with you. That was quite the exciting race. Oh my god. Just give me about a week or two. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dina. Thank you, Dina. I love the fact that I'm out of breath. I was just speaking for so long. That's my excuse. Oh my god, yeah, thanks, mate. For the first time ever, I think I've been happy to see that hydrate. Yeah. But yeah, what a race. And yeah, let's see. I know people. Yeah. Okay. You know what? If Kays doesn't reply to me soon, I will just you know what? Screw it. It's the final race, the final thing. Let's start bringing in people. Hello.
Hello.
What a race by you, winning by over 10 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, just completely decimating the competition, I've got to say.
Well, Tomahawks had really good pace, and towards the end, I actually had some engine damage. I somehow like over revved the car, and I got it to 80 damage, and I was losing time, so I was a bit scared at the end. But I just about held on there.
Yeah, but honestly though, what a great race. And if I'm not mistaken, this does actually mean you are the championship winner of season I don't know, the of the V10 Formula the Formula V10 League.
What?
There we go.
Yes.
So, you should have seen me at the start.
Yeah, also.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's good to win, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly though, what a drive and what an absolute Verstappen for performance. If I must say so myself, I remember the first race happening and seeing how quick you were on track, and going, "Are we gonna end up seeing a Verstappen performance from you?" Finally enough, that was the only race which you except for what other track was it? I think it was Monza, except for Monza, I believe. Which, because it's Spielberg and I know one other track. I believe it was I don't know.
I don't actually. Well, yeah, I don't actually remember.
But
yeah, the first race I didn't win.
yeah, though, I remember in that race saying, are we going to see an absolute Verstappen performance of you this season? And evidently, I think that's what's happened, and we've seen you literally win most of the races, as if you've somehow got a Red Bull engine in there and just zoomed off. You're absolute monster of a driver, I must say.
Well, thank you. I'm not sure it's quite on that level, but I'll take it.
Yeah. Next week though, we've got some fun races. I do want to know, are you going to be there? Because I'm going to be competing, and I want to know if I need to bring my A game.
Yeah, sure. I'll join the races.
Yeah. My final question though has to be for next league, what have you voted for? Because we've got the Copa Montanas, the Formula USAs, the GT1s, and the Formula Juniors.
Yes, I've voted for the Formula USA. I like the GT1s as well, but I don't like the idea of having someone will have a faster car at some track, and I don't like the bob aspect of that. And I've already done a league in the Montana, so yeah, the USA would be good to do a league in.
Yeah, definitely. Currently looking like the favourite, I must say myself. But yeah, though, what an astonishing race last 7 races you've had. And yeah, congratulations on being the championship winner.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. Normally I've got Martin to help me out now to bring in the next person. Yeah, I will see you hopefully next week for the fun races.
Yeah, see you then.
Okay, I feel like it's only appropriate now to bring in P2 Tomahawks, also known on the server as the Swedish Moisty Boy. Hello.
Greetings.
What a race. Maybe not the best considering you started P1, but still able to get that P2 position. How did it feel on your side?
Yeah, it was basically what I expected. I did very little practice, so and I still thought, maybe you saw on the stream as well, that I basically let Ruling pass because he's racing for the championship. I'm not, so I don't want to mess up his race. So I thought I can let him go and then try to stay as close as possible, but he had a little bit more pace than me, and it was a lonely race, I would say. Fennec was 2 seconds behind after the first pit stops, then he fell back, and then, yeah, it was like basically bringing the car home the last 28 laps or something, what it was.
Yeah, quite a Sunday driver race. Well, it's not the start. Do you know what happened at the start? Or were you too far?
No, I didn't hear anything, and since I started in pole and I got a good start, I was, leading, and I just heard the safety car, so I had no idea what happened, but it usually turn 1 in this league, we have a safety car. I think it's been like in 4 of the 6 races or something, so it was right on cue, but yeah, I don't know really what happened. I think, and I think a lot of people had the wrong strategy. But I think me, RuneLink, and Fennec was on, 2 stops with softs, and I think we were miles ahead of the rest of the field. So apparently we had the right setup for the race.
Yeah. I mean, for not doing a lot of practice as well and taking part, I've got to say, wow.
No, but Suzuka or whatever you want to call it is a track, and usually, fast tracks, high-speed corner tracks like Silverstone, Spa, like this, I usually do good for whatever reason. So and I don't have to practice. I'm so far behind in the championship to use all my DNFs, so I don't want to put in a lot of time, because last week the race lasted 2 corners. So if you put in a lot of practice and you crash out immediately, you're gonna be frustrated. So this time I did 5 laps before today, and yeah, it still worked out fine, so I'm happy with that. And it was a shame I couldn't be closer to RuneLink, but second place is the best we can hope for.
Yeah, quite right. I do now have to ask: are you going to be joining us for next season? And if so, what have you voted for?
Right. Yeah, I actually voted for. I don't want to say wrong here, so I don't screw you. I think I voted for was it the IndyCars? Yeah, the IndyCar. Yeah. Because I think then it looks the most, Formula Junior and this Copa Chevrolet Montana is not for me, and GT1 could be interesting, but since the car is so unbalanced, it's going to be a little bit tricky. So I think, I voted for the IndyCar. Let's see if it's going to win or not. And if it's going to win, I hope I can be there. I missed the sign up for this league, so I was a reserve for the first part of the season, but hopefully I can be more on on cue, so to say, when it's sign up time. So because the league is fine. I think it's very good drivers here. The top is really fast, so it's fun. It's an excellent job by the organizers.
This event definitely. Shout out to Ultimate Case for that. Normally the main person that organizes everything decides the weather and just. But honestly though, what a great race. Getting that P2 position, and even though at the start you started as a reserve driver, definitely a good job for getting P2 for only doing technically 5 laps of practice. So I'm
happy. I had two pole positions in the league, so I'm happy with that. That's my takeaway.
Anyways, we I hope to see. I don't know if you'll be joining us next week for some fun races. I think next week is the Porsche Cup.
See.
But so hopefully we might see you next week for then. But until then, I hope to see you sign up for the IndyCar's winning right now, so hopefully see you sign up for the IndyCar then.
Yeah. Let's hope for that. Take care. Cheers.
See ya. Who should we bring in next? Look, we've done 1 and 2. Let's bring in number 3.
Hello,
P3. How did you do that?
I sort of well, I think the new physics helped, and it's a track I'm decent at. So
I mean, being a reserve driver as well, and managing to get that far up the list, I have to ask, how many hours of practice did you put in? Or
with the new physics, I put in more than normal, so I put in, I think, 2 hours, maybe 2.5, 3, 2 to 3.
2 to 3. Okay, a decent amount then. A decent amount.
Yeah, a decent amount. A lot more than I normally.
Yeah, I mean, it clearly paid off getting that P3 position. What do you think was your strategy today, and do you think it was potentially based off of a pit stop one?
I wasn't really sure. I considered going soft hard, or yeah, soft hard was the main other one, but seems like soft was the correct choice. Especially considering because I did join the practice server for a bit, I noticed that the soft tires were going down a little bit faster than expecting. So it looks about right for a 2-stop. So I just thought, don't know if it's the best, but might as well do it. And it paid off, I think.
Yeah, definitely paying off. Able to get that P3 position. Yeah, congratulations on that. I think as a reserve driver, you've definitely got a lot more points than most non-reserve drivers as well. So, wow.
I mean, I've only missed 2 races. Some other people have also missed 2 races.
Yeah.
But compared to some that have made all of them, I'm quite happy about that.
I now have to ask the question I've asked everyone now. That's
What's that?
What have you voted for?
What have I voted?
On the
Check. I have voted currently for the Copa, Chevrolet Montana, and my other one's currently on the GT1. But I don't really mind. I quite like all of these cars. Although I haven't driven the Formula USA.
I think you're the first person.
Most people seem to like it, so I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think you're the first person though to say that not the Formula USA you voted for. So yeah,
I think he'll be fine. It's already in the lead anyway. Doesn't need my vote.
Yeah. Anyway, so what a great race, and hopefully we'll see you next week as well for the fun races. And
hopefully we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully we'll also see you as a full-time driver for next season.
The next fall season, or is there a small one in the middle?
That's a good question.
Anyway, we'll have to see how many slots there are this time, and then see how quickly people take them.
Exactly. I mean, yeah. But yeah, anyways, what a great race, and I hope to see you next week and in the coming season.
All right, see you soon. Thanks for streaming, and thanks for the lead.
No. Always happy to.
See ya.
See ya. Okay, let's bring in Finn. In fact, who do I bring in? I'll bring in Finn. Hello.
Oh, hello. I'm jumping. You finished ahead of me, I think. But yeah, hello.
What a race on those final laps, I have to say. I was watching your battle so intensely, and I must say you made me out of breath by the end of the race. It was so close between you and Cuckoo at some parts. What were you thinking during her battle, can I ask?
During the battle, it was very much a case of I have 5 laps to make this happen. I'm on softs, I'm on low fuel, I have the pace. It was very obvious. I just need to take it slow. But through before 130R, I was so much faster, so I had to lift a couple of times. I had so much slipstream. At some point, I think she braked really early for the last chicane, but it's still so intensely difficult to overtake there because it's so tight. I missed it a couple of times. Every time I've missed that today, I've let people by, which I think was 3 times today. But yeah, it was a very good battle, very respectful. The final overtake I really had to work for. Yeah, that was honestly the cherry on top for, I think, what was my best race ever in AMS2.
Oh, okay. That's always happy.
On the road the rest of the race.
Yeah, though. Coming, I believe, P8 from I think qualified P10, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, I qualified P10, but it didn't matter because Sector 1, somebody went wide. I think it was Roman, rejoined in a bit of an odd way, but I'm not sure he had much car control at that point. Then somebody, I tried to avoid him. The driver behind me didn't see it and hit him. And that driver also basically guided me gently into the wall. So I emerged P21 for the safety car. I had no damage. I was extremely slow, so I took care to not take any damage. But and the car's made of titanium, I think, is a meme at this point. But I was P21 and I had to fight my way all the way back. But the car felt extremely good. During the last bit of practice, I felt the car just come alive. For whatever reason, it just clicked, this combination. So I knew I had the pace. I had a good strategy, being soft or soft, and the fuel was really good. Did an undercut on the second, after the second stint as well. So strategically, it was very good. And just had to fight a lot of people, lapped a lot of people. I accidentally removed Roman's rear wing.
I think I remember seeing that actually. I didn't know what caused it though.
No, I think they changed the damage model. I think for these cars, I think also for other Formula One cars, where the rear wing is it's strong until it's not, and then it's gone basically. And you can be extremely unlucky, get a tiny touch there, and get it removed. So I slightly touched it, and it just jumped off, and I felt so sorry.
Oh.
I just apologized after the race, and I was like, if he's behind me by the end of the race, somehow he can have the position, because that did not feel good to overtake him like that. I had good pace. I was keeping up with him, even faster than him at that point. So I felt like I could get him cleanly, even in turn 1, but that completely ruined it, and I felt so bad for it.
Yeah. Netcode definitely being, I think, this league's biggest #1 enemy. Still able to make those positions essentially from the back of the grid and drag your way up to that P8 position. So congratulations on that. The next week we've got some fun races. I wonder, are you going to be joining us for them, or are they not your cup of tea? Because I remember you at one point saying Formula cars are your sort of thing.
There's two things there. One, yes, correct, Formula cars are my thing. I probably won't join. But it's also that I'm thinking of racing a lot less. I've done a lot of leagues, and I'm feeling like it's taking up a lot of time. So I think coming season, so this summer until next summer, I'll be doing a lot less league races. I might sign up if we get the Formula USA as a reserve driver. Maybe I'll think about it. Because if anything, I think the MSR leagues do suit me quite well. Monday evening tends to be an evening where I have nothing, and there's a practice session right ahead of it, which tends to be enough for me to get up to speed. And I have to feel how the Formula USA feels to me. There's a chance, I think, but there's a good chance also that I'll be a reserve driver.
Well, either way, I'm sure we'll be happy to have you along as well. And I guess that solves my next question as well. Of that, I was guessing you were going to be voting on the Formula USA's, the Indy cars. Yeah, though, a great race, and as much as you might be stopping a bit, I hope to see you for maybe some couple future races.
Yeah, absolutely. And before I go, couple of things. Firstly, thanks to Kuko for the amazing battle. I had a couple of more battles, but that one absolutely took the cake. Going side by side through that chicane was insane. We made it happen. And Roonling, congratulations for the championship, and thanks to the team for building a brilliant car and giving us the Constructors' Championship.
Oh my god, wait, you won the Constructors as well? I didn't even realise.
Yeah, we did. We did. And it was a bit unlucky from Chiesa. Something happened to him. I think Svi also didn't have a great race. So kind of got it for free, but also I had a decent race. Roonling won the race. I think it was a good way to sign off as a team.
Yeah. What a way to end the season as well. Anyways, hope to see you potentially in the future. Maybe even though you might be a reserve driver.
Yeah, we'll see each other for sure at some point.
Have a good one. And see you around.
Yeah, see ya.
Okay, let's bring in. I see Jedlin's been waiting a long time.
Hello, Nesma.
Hello. Sorry you've been waiting for so long.
No problem. I know that there were a few drivers too in the review.
Yeah, talk me through your race. What was your strategy in
My strategy.
P7?
I think that was the strategy, the winning strategy in general. For it to stop air. All stints on soft tires. I think that was the most efficient strategy. The advantage between soft and hard compound was significant in favor of softs. As long as you were avoiding locking up tires, you could easily do 1/3 of the race on soft slicks. Or soft tires, because these tires are not slicks.
So was that your strategy then, going pitting twice for softs?
Yeah, yes indeed. However, in my case it didn't work 100% as I intended to do. First of all, I did a few lockups, especially during first stint. So I had to do early pit stop even though there was a safety car. Secondly, I exceeded the speed limit in pits, approaching the pits in.
Oh no!
During in first pit stop, so I had.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing the penalty
demoted.
now on the race results.
I had been demoted from P6 to P7 in favor of Mats. I had that buffer between myself and Mats for the most of the final stint, but I fell off the cliff on last 2-3 laps, so Mats could easily catch me on fresher compound.
Yeah, but still though, great result coming P7. Well, technically P6 if it weren't for the infringement.
Yeah, I also really enjoyed the race. I had much better pace than I thought I would have. Suzuka is very fun track to race on, especially with these cars. Nimble, lots of downforce, but sound. No, but somehow it change. V10 sucks.
Yeah, that does bring me on to my next question of what have you voted for next season?
You may remember that I had for many months Nick card Yedlin, and that card didn't came from nowhere because I adore Indy cars. So I voted for Formula USA 2023.
Yeah, definitely the favourite, I've got to say, of so far. I've had one person's the only other person I've had is Fenix say he's voted for the Copa Montanas, the GT ones.
I also voted for Copa Montana. I don't know, maybe I told myself that we'll include some oval races to somehow emulate NASCAR track series.
Yeah, I mean,
even though they are more touring cars, not stock cars.
I mean, yeah, I'm very much looking forward. If it is Formula USA, I'm going to be looking forward to it because it's going to be not only tracks, but we might also see some speedways and some ovals, which are just, I don't think we've had that in the MSR league yet, which is going to be amazing to watch and just awesome to capture. And I think they're, well, for me personally, I think if there are going to be deaths, it's going to be a big death.
Yeah.
So I'm always going to like that.
Also, I feel really confident on ovals. I may even brag myself that I am one of the most proficient oval racers in this league. I remember that in GZR, when most of us were racing in GZR, I was noting the best results on speedways.
Well, then you might want to take away your vote from Copa Montana because that is the closest thing to it. Currently, Formula USA with 24 votes and Copa Montana with 22, followed by Formula Junior with 21 and then GT1 with 19. So, you know, still only 2 votes away from the Copa Montanas overtaking the Formula USAs.
Yeah, it's really close. Everything can change within that few days. But I will be honest with you, even if something else will win outside Copa Montana or Formula USA, I also will enjoy. GT1s are absolutely banger. Tons of downforce, electronic acids, high power output engines. And Formula Juniors are, well, the purest form of racing, I think. Very light, reasonable power, tight tires. It will, and club circuits. I also must say I'm a fan of short circuits, so the racing there will be absolutely great there also. Would be absolutely great. No dice, there wouldn't be.
Yeah, I mean, next week we've got the Porsches. Hopefully you'll be joining us for that next week, where we'll be doing some fun races, and I think 3 weeks after, about 3 weeks as well. But until then, I look forward to seeing you in the next league, no matter what it is. And yeah, have a good one. Hopefully I'll see you for next season.
Yeah, you can be sure that you will see me in next league. Thank you for interview, Nisma.
No worries. Have a good one. See ya.
Yeah.
Hey, who do we have next? Let's bring in Michael's been waiting a while. Let's bring in Michael.
Behind him again.
Hello. Have I abducted you from a conversation?
Please, what?
Have I abducted you from a conversation?
Yeah. My team might ask me if we should do the interview together.
Oh, yeah.
But I said, I don't know if they take us together. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I mean, is your teammate's wild package, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's bring him in, because you guys are fighting very close together, I've got to say.
Yeah.
Hello, wild package.
Team Red Bull Petronas.
Oh god, you heard that.
I didn't.
But yeah, what a race you guys have had. I cannot lie when I say I was watching both of your cars very intently that entire time. Throughout the entire race, yeah. You were giving me non-stop action with Cuckoo as well in the mix.
Yeah.
But honestly, how was your race going, and did that battling at all affect you strategy wise?
For me?
What for both of you? Whichever one wants to speak first.
Yeah, in the beginning, I didn't manage to put in the fastest qualifying lap, but everyone was so much quicker. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be happy if I'm, I don't know, P8. But yeah, in the race, I was planning on one stop hards to hards. So I knew that my game was long game, and I just had to not mess up and keep it going. But then on the restart, Kaze was not warming his tires enough, and I think I did quite well there. And then in the first turn, like, he was so much slower, and I completely didn't expect that. And then I messed up there. But in the end, I came back to P4, and I don't think I would have been quicker than the first three guys. So yeah, I take it.
Yes, still a great result.
I'm split with Cuckoo on P6 and P5.
Yeah.
But I do have P2 in my standing, so we decided that we both kind of share P5, so it's fine. We got the third position on the team championship, so that's cool.
That's really good. I believe, I'm guessing Minardi came in front of you.
Yep. By 60 points.
Still extremely close for championship. So
yeah.
But yeah, though, P3 in the constructors out of 12 construct. That's extremely good, I've got to say. And yeah, that was an absolute great race, and I can't lie, if it wasn't for you two, I genuinely didn't think I would have any content for that race.
Really?
I was looking in the mirrors with Michel and Matt's VR. Like they were, you were so close to him. I was like, oh my god, what? Like for 5 laps or something. I was like, is something gonna happen? Is there gonna be a safety car? Is there gonna be drama? But yeah.
Honestly, it was absolutely amazing watching both of you race around the circuit and just make overtake after overtake. Unfortunately, I think Michael, you couldn't make the overtake on Cookie. That was extremely close.
And I don't wanna dive bomb him. I don't wanna risk it to take him out. It was very close with binding. He made a mistake. I was on the outside in the last chicane, and then it was very close, and I don't want to take anyone out, so I decided to not fully send it. And my tires, even at the end, I was 3 times on the hard tire. They only last 16 laps because I was always in the dirty air and fighting and
pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with this 1.5 update, it's just changed a whole different. It's just changed how tires work entirely.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I did a run with hard on hard to see whether you can pull that off, and then I did another run with soft, and total time ended up being like a second difference. So it was super split, but then obviously the faster guys were able to extend the soft tires, but then for my pace it was so equally split that I was like, okay, just pick one and survive.
Yeah, I mean, and survive you did. You end up finishing like P4, which is just amazing. And
yeah.
I'm guessing you were on hard tires. You did say you were on hard tires, right?
So yeah, hard and then on hard again.
I mean, the top 3 very much picking an alternate strategy of picking twice for soft tires.
Yeah.
So that definitely shows the you definitely had the pace on them, but sadly, I think hards maybe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The hards were equal. Like for my style of driving, like I had an equal time for 2 stop on softs or 1 stop on hards. So it would have been interesting if I hadn't lost the position. Probably would have been that, like I don't know who was third, but they would have to overtake me like towards the last laps. So that would have been an interesting one if I hadn't binned it into Kansai.
I do also want to know where did you? Because I don't seem to see it. Where did you qualify? Cause I don't remember you qualifying around like P4 and 5.
No, it was. I think it was P8.
You were on the right side, and I was on P10, I guess.
I was on the left
in front of me, the right side. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I was on the left side.
I had a great start again, so I got 2 positions, and then also someone ran into me. So like I also barely survived basically, but then I was P5 or whatever position there was. But yeah, I was a bit out of position and just couldn't get a lap in for the qualifying.
Yeah, but still though, able to gain about 4 or 5 positions, which is still amazing. Yeah, at this level of driving, with these quick of drivers, it's amazing to see some people just climb their way through the pack.
Yeah, and then you have good material, because then I do some overtakes.
But next week we also got some fun races, so hopefully I'll see you those. But also we've got for the next league, which is the vote I believe is closing next week. What you guys voted for, if you don't mind asking?
USA.
What else was there?
Copa Montanas, Formula USA's, GT1s, and the Formula Juniors.
Oh, yeah, I was GT1s. I voted for GT1s because, yeah, those cars are crazy. But I'm also up for Formula USA, so both.
Yeah, I mean,
options, I mean.
definitely the Formula USA seeming like the favourite.
Yeah.
Hopefully, though, I will see you guys for that. I mean, the registration's definitely quick. I know sometimes this time some people not able to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When does that happen again? The registration. When is the registration
well, if the
period?
vote closes on the 7th, guessing the yeah, I mean, yeah, we will announce it, but I think it'd be around the 7th. If the vote closes on the 7th, I'm guessing sign up would start on the 7th, around that time maybe.
I think that for this league it was starting at 6 p.m. and I think on 11 p.m. it was full. Like it was full.
Yeah.
Also, I wouldn't be here if Michel didn't invite me to the league or signed up for this league because I wasn't there.
I wanted to race that league with this car so badly. So I asked Kese, please say me exactly the time when you start to the registration.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I mean, yeah, that's I mean, to be honest, yeah, that might be a good idea to just maybe send out a message ahead of time. Yeah, I might ask Case to do that now. Just send a message of what time exactly the registration's gonna open, and see how if like within that minute everything gets signed up.
Yeah, that was really never before. He said
I was also curious if there's so many people that are interested. Maybe we should do a Formula Junior sprint race before the main race, just to have for those who weren't able to join into the main league, to have like a pre-race championship with maybe a bit less effort into stewarding or streaming, but maybe that's something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
To be honest, that's not a bad idea at all. Might pass that up to higher management. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but that's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, anyways, great race for both of you, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll see you guys in the next league, and with and the upcoming fun races as well. Until then, guys.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to race here.
Yeah, I mean, it's been great watching you guys in a non-weird way, of course. In a comment, but as a commentator, it's been great watching you guys race around this track and perform some absolutely amazing moves. So, yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, until next time, guys. See you next week.
See you next week, and thank you for the commentary and.
Yes, now I will watch the stream.
The organization, yeah.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Hey, that is pretty much the end of the stream. I've got to say, what a way to end it. We've had people clashing, we had another safety car, and we had people just going absolutely battling, undercutting each other, overcutting each other, switcherooing each other, something each other. Anyways, it's been great commentating this league. I can always highly recommend the MSR league, quite a high standard. And next week we are going to be doing some fun races. If people do want to sign up for those and want the Discord link, do not be afraid to just say something in the chat. Be happy to put it out. There is also one on the stream of when I'm in the intermission screen. For example, this screen down the bottom right, you cannot see that. So hopefully that will show. But honestly, it's been great watching these guys race and battle. And looking in 4 weeks' time, we'll start the new. Well, yeah, for about 4 weeks' time, we'll start the new league. Sign-ups will be starting in about a week's time, so be sure to look out for that. And until next time, guys, it's been a pleasure commentating this league. It's a goodbye from me. Sadly, Martin's not here, but I'm sure he would say goodbye as well. But yeah, goodbye from me. And yeah, have a good one. See ya.